There is a debate in mathematics about is it more of an art or a science, and it depends on who you ask in mathematics. And I would kind of argue that mathematics is exactly the overlap of the arts and sciences. So that aspect, the creative aspect of mathematics, shares a lot in common with the humanities, but also you have the kind of rigor of the sciences that is always a challenge in mathematics. I'm Bruce Olberding from the Department of Mathematical Sciences here at New Mexico State. I've been here for 11 years now. I teach a variety of undergraduate, graduate classes, do research in commutative algebra. But my specific interest in commutative algebra is in what's called pure mathematics, in trying to understand the relationship between algebra and geometry. So I went to graduate school at Wesleyan University in Middletown, Connecticut. And while there, I learned about the algebra program at New Mexico State. They have a very long and distinguished history of research in abstract algebra. After I got my PhD, I took a job in Louisiana, was there 5 years. An opening came up at New Mexico State, and again, because of my interest in algebra and because of the long tradition here, I applied and it just worked out great. I mean, I've always been interested in mathematics. When I was an undergraduate, I didn't know that's what I wanted to do, but as I took more and more courses, I got interested in lots of different areas in mathematics, and I like that it's a challenging area with no bottom in some sense, that you can never get to the bottom of it. There's lots of deep and complicated results and theories that you're struggling with, trying to understand. I'm working on a number of projects. One that I'm particularly interested in is one that combines geometry and algebra together. Since the 1600s, people have been aware that you can combine algebra and geometry through equations and geometric figures. Like a parabola has an equation, and if you understand the equation, you understand something about the parabola and vice versa. Well, that idea from the 1600s has evolved in a sophisticated way into the 20th and 21st century. And now we use geometry to try to understand algebra. And that's one of the things I'm specifically interested in, is how to use geometry to understand algebra. So in mathematics, a lot of the research that you do is coming up with theories. You're trying to extend theories, build theories, and justify theories. So the creativity comes in at every aspect there, because trying to conjecture the new theories, trying to find patterns where previously people haven't seen them, and then trying to justify it, which is often an extremely difficult aspect of mathematics, to come up with arguments that nobody's thought of before to try to explain why these things are true. Typical research in mathematics consists of 100 bad ideas that you try, and then you finally hit that one good idea. So a lot of research is just cycling through the ideas that end up not working. That's done usually just on paper and pencil. You're just in your office or at your home or walking through the store or wherever. You're thinking through a problem, trying to get the right approach on it, trying to get the right perspective that'll allow you to finally make the breakthrough that'll give you the solution. So often it's a very open-ended investigation. So you have something you're trying to understand, a complicated structure. You don't know which way it's going to go. So just, I suppose, as you would in the sciences, or if you're writing a novel, you conjecture, you make a goal for where you want it to head. And sometimes it heads that way, sometimes it doesn't, sometimes it heads in surprising ways. But more, you just want to get to the bottom of something. You want to understand it backwards and forwards. So much of the research is just force of will, trying to crack through the problem. I once got advice from a senior mathematician when I first began mathematics. I told him I wanted to do research, and I was all excited about it, and I wanted to work at a research university like NMSU. And he warned me, said it's a very frustrating life, because most of the time stuff doesn't work out the way you want it to work out. And he's right. I mean, I've learned that since then, that there are many challenging, frustrating moments in doing research. But they're compensated for by the moments where you do make the breakthrough, or where you do get something to work out. Those are the things that really make at least the mathematical life worth living, or those type of moments. Bruce Olberding, Department of Mathematical Sciences, College of Arts and Sciences.